Alright, in this video, we'll be talking about branches in Git. Now, what is branches? A branch could be interpreted as an individual timeline of our project commit. With Git, we can create many of these alternative environments. That is, we can create different branches so other versions of our project can exist and be tracked in parallel. So basically, we use Git branches to create different versions of our project. We can create the main project that is working and probably our test mode and the upcoming project basically. And when this thing is working perfectly, then we can now merge these branches. So these are some of the basic codes that you might need when it comes to managing branch in Git, right? So let's get started. And let's go to our current project. This is how our current project looks like right now, and it's currently on what? On dark mode, right? So the first thing you want to do, if you want to check out branches, let me clear this. So the first thing you want to do if you want to check out branch name is to type in git branch-a. So basically this will display all of the branches, and by default once you initialize Git, it creates a default branch called the master branch. So the master branch is the main branch of your application, right? So where everything lives actually. So the master branch is the main branch of the application. They will now begin and start to merge these branches, right? So the first thing we want to do now is to see if we can create another branch. Now from our command here, we have actually used the git branch-a to list all branches. Then if we want to create a new branch, we just use git branch, then the name of the branch, right? So let's create a new branch called light mode because we want to change this application from dark mode to light mode. So let's get a new branch now. We say git branch. Let's call this new branch what? Light mode. Now we have successfully created a new branch called light mode. So if we go back and use git branch-a, we're able to see the master branch and the light mode branch. Wherever you see the asterisks, that means that is the current branch that we are on. So if we want to switch to start working on the light mode branch, which is a new version of our website, right, or of our application, we use the second command here to actually switch, called git checkout, then the name of the branch. So with that, we'll be able to switch to another branch. So use git checkout, the name of the branch, git checkout light mode. So once we do this, we have been switched to what? To the branch called light mode. So if we go back and list all our branches, we'll realize that we are currently on what now? On the light mode branch that is showing green. So anything that we are working on right now will definitely be on the light mode branch. So let's use git status and see if we have any file on our staging area. Git status. So basically, I said nothing to commit, working 3 clean. So basically, there's nothing to commit. So let's go and change our document to make it to light mode, and let's see if we have something to actually commit, right? So we'll go to our code and our CSS. I want to change this to light mode. To make change it to light mode, I'm just going to commit this out and put this on, and as well as commit this out and put this, commit this out and put this on. So I save this. So if I come back here, you realize that our document, our project has been changed to what? To the light mode version, right? So let's go back to our command line and run git status. So by running git status, it's showing us that we have modified what? Our CSS, right? So let's actually commit this CSS now. So for us to commit this CSS, we need to add it to the staging area first. If you remember in the previous video, to add a file to the staging area before you commit it, use git add, right? So we can add the name of the file, or better still, we don't use period to add everything. So once we do this, we have added it to the staging area. So when we go back to git status, you could see that it is showing green. That means that it has been added to the staging area. So now we can go ahead and make what? Our commit, right? Git commit -m new light mode. So basically we have been able to created our commit file, right? So I created a simple error. So let's see, let's git log to see all our committed files, right? So when we git log, we see all our committed file. You realize that this new commit has been added and it is added to the light mode branch, while these other previous commits that we have on this project is where they are on what, on the master branch. So with this now, we can switch between the master branch and the light branch. So if we use git branch -a, you could see that we are on the light mode branch, right? And that is why we are showing light mode. So if we switch to the master branch, so if we want to switch to the master branch, it is very easy. We just say git checkout master. So with git checkout master, this will take us to the master branch. So once we reload this now, we'll currently see it like this, right? So basically we see it like this, we'll not be able to see the light mode because the master branch have not been updated with the new branch. So if we use git.log, now you will only see, we will not see the new light mode commit that we have, because that is only done in the master branch, right? That is only done in the light mode branch, sorry, so we'll not be able to see that. So if we want to see the light mode branch again, we can just simply use git checkout, the name of the branch, which is light mode, and this will take us to the light mode branch as well. And once we reload this, we'll see the light mode branch. Now the next thing we want to do, we want to see how we can successfully merge the light mode branch using this command line here, git merge, right? So with the git merge, we'll be successfully merge the light mode branch and what, the master branch, so that everything now will be where in the master branch. So let's say we have viewed the changes on our light mode branch and everything is working fine, there is no bug, there is no error in the application, and it is time for us to merge that branch. So definitely make sure that when we click on git branch -a, we should be on the master branch when we want to merge another branch to the master branch, right? So let's move to the master branch. So say git checkout master. So we git checkout master now. Once we go back now, we realize that we're on the master branch. So once we're in the master branch, we're able to merge the light mode branch to the master branch. So how do we do that? We'll just use the command git merge, the name of the branch I want to merge, which is light mode, right? So by so doing, we are successfully merged this to the light mode branch. So now when we go back to git branch -a, we see that we're on the master branch, and if we're on the master branch, it will still give us what, this light mode, because we have successfully merged the light mode branch and the master branch. Now the next thing that we can do is we can successfully delete the light mode branch completely, because we no longer need it, by using this command here, git branch -d, then the branch name, to actually delete it, right? So let's see how we can do that. So just do git branch -d, then light mode, to successfully delete the light mode branch from our application. So we have actually deleted it. So when we go back to git a, there is no more light mode branch anymore. So that is how you work with branches. And we successfully get our light mode branch. I will merge it with the master branch, and as you can see, the application has been updated to our light mode branch. So, and that is all you need to know to get started with Git, right? So we've learned a lot about Git. We learned how to install Git, what Git is, and what we can use Git to do actually to control the versions of our system. We learned about committing, staging areas, as well as how to use branch, right? So the next video we'll be talking about GitHub, right? How to actually upload this remotely and allow us forward collaboration with other developers. So see you in the next video.